Hello everybody, and welcome back to yet another video of mine. Just wanted to showcase my bishop actually that I've been working on as a little side project here for the last couple of months since, I want to say this was my summer hyperburning. No, it was the winter hyperburning of last year. So, quick look at the Legion grid here, it's pretty basic. Alright, let's look at a little bit of my gear. Most of it should be 21 star and 2 line or 3 line fake. Do you have 2 secondaries here? I'm still not quite sure if I'm going to be taking this to full 22s or not. I know I'm going to be cubing a few of these 2 lines still, but I just haven't found much of a need to. I'm able to blue dot without much of an issue. Maybe once I'm moving up to normal Kalos and normal Kaling, I'll be forced to, but until then, goal is just to finish off these arcanes in the 5, 10, 15, and then go from there. The links are pretty typical, there's not much to say there. Fifth drop matrix, pretty much done. I might level a few things here and there. Hexa set, I'm working on still. I do have 10 on my Hexa stats here, so that was really nice of a boost for my int. So overall, my stats just sitting shy of 100k buffed, or 100 mil buffed, I mean. Right, time to get into the fight. So this was unfortunately our second run for the day. First run didn't go that well. Going into phase 2, we messed up and missed our origin bind and just ended up dying out. But, you know, we live and we learn. Alright, so I'm starting to set up my angel rays on the boss and starting to buff up here, get my summons down, and start my burst. I'm pretty successful, I don't know, pretty happy about where my bishop was gotten. I didn't really think I'd be going this far with it. I had a group of friends that needed the bishop for C10, and it kind of just escalated from there. Moved up to H Saren. Oh, we started with normal Saren, then we moved up to H Saren. We then did E Kalos, and they're trying to do E Kaling now, so I just kind of wanted to push myself one day. It was near the end of the week and found this group. And I'm really happy that I was able to blue dot the whole time through. My gauge was definitely not the greatest on this fight. Had some spicy moments there, but you know, we recovered pretty successfully here. Not much going on here, we're just kind of AFK whittling down the boss where we wait for our Tiger team's skills to be back up, because we had them use their 3 mids. I want to use them all on phase 2. We probably don't need to do this, but just an abundance of caution, we're going to. We're just playing 3 mids in phase 1, pushing phase 2 immediately, and then just burst in phase 3 when we get our CDs back. I think the bird phase is probably the easiest of 3 perils, so there's really not much to talk about here. It's basically just not getting hit by the dives and dealing with the portals, but alright, here we go. We're going to try to fix the gauge a bit before we transition. So going into phase 2, people have been saying that you need to liberate for this phase so you can use iframe, but since 6 job bind works on this, we're just gonna phase in, start buffing up, and the second she's attackable, I'm gonna have somebody bind her and then just kill her before that bind wears out. And I did miss my weapon jump here, unfortunately, so it should have been dead much faster, but you know, you live and you learn. It did cost me my blue dot, but here I'm hoping to make that back up in phase 3. And the strings, colors, and buffs do change out in phase 3 here. And I have a link to this image in the description. So this is the cheese strat. Typically you would be split apart each peril. What we did here is we just saw stuck in dog, so we can tank and gain gauge on purpose here, so we don't have to worry about any other gauge peril. We're all just kind of chilling here, slowly whittling the bosses down. You do get an FD loss and a heal reduction, but you know, having a bishop, it doesn't really matter. Just have my fountain down here, so if people really need it, press up and heal. And I'm healing them here and there in between my angel ray attacks. And angel ray itself does heal, so. All you really have to worry about is avoiding red puddles on the ground and dodging the dog talons. We have one person holding Kaling, so all her mechanics are pretty much no-brainers here. You don't really have to worry about anything. Keep the gauge here. Just had some people accidentally step into green, so So I'm trying to balance this out by getting hit by bird and by taking some red strings. Yeah, see, so there's always going to be one person tiptoeing too close and getting green strings. Make sure you're watching the gauge. There we go, got my blue dot back, and I feel like I'm going to be able to maintain it pretty easily here. Having my origin be able to hit every one of the perils is really a nice bump in damage, even if it doesn't do that much damage comparative to a DPS origin. It's still a helping hand. So now we got Tiger killed, so we're just going to whittle down the rest of this fight. Waiting for our 3 minutes again to finish it off. Has a really spicy moment here, just almost gauged out. Got teleported away before any strings hit. Barely took enough strings to make up for a loss that somebody else on the right side there. We don't want to go that high on it just because we were attacking bird and we could accidentally gain a ton, but it's all nice and balanced out now. We're just going to be waiting for cooldowns to finish off dog and kill Kaling. And here's our final burst. There again, it was a much easier run than I thought it was going to be. Lit room takes a lot longer than it should, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip. And thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe. And I think the next video I'm going to be doing is my Nightwalker's weekly bosses, where it's at right now, and then showing you where it's going to be at the end of the 5, 10, 15 event.